Hello, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for a great trading week. Okay, we do have good news, right? Markets have settled down a bit, and we're hopefully this week we can see buyers come in an aggressive way. All right, so that's the goal. VIX is coming down, so let's take a look at the markets. Okay, so big improvement, all right, from the few weeks ago. Big improvement. Okay. All right, guys. So on the S&P, we're right here at previous support. Right, is resistance. So we're getting ready to break through that resistance here. All right, on the daily time frame on the S&P, we have white candles coming in here. We are breaking resistance here. A buy signal, guys. What we're hoping for is some green candles to come in after our white candles here recover that green moving average and that buy signal. All right, if we can get some green candles in here, buyers coming in here, we could get a buy signal somewhere in here, just like the previous buy signal there. Okay, so we're off the lows, right? Right, very much off the lows right here. So really good price action. We're actually looking for a V-shaped recovery here. Okay, still early, right? Still early, but a much improved market. Okay, but we are looking for a V-shaped recovery here. All right, so that's the S&P. The Dow. Now, on the Dow, we don't have any white candles yet, but we are close, right? We are close to that resistance there. All right, if I can grab this right here. All right, so we are close. Here is resistance here. No white candles yet, all red candles. So we do need the Dow to give us some white candles. Hopefully that will happen this week. On the NASDAQ here, we are breaking resistance there. Look at that on the NASDAQ. And we've got 2 days of white candles there. Very encouraging for the NASDAQ. And we'll take a look at the MAX 7, but your MAX 7 stocks are setting up nicely also. The IWM, the Russell, guys. So small cap stocks right here. Look at that white candle coming in here. Again, this week, and we do have non-farm payrolls coming in on Friday. So it will be a busy day, right? We have ISM numbers, CPI numbers, ADP numbers, ISM. We have a lot of data coming out. But big data on Friday, all right, this week, Friday, non-farm payrolls will definitely move the market. Okay? All right, so keep that in mind. IWM, the Russell, guys, resistance here, white candles here. The only concern, okay, is that we could see sellers come on back down, okay, just like they did here. All right, we could see sellers come back down. All right. However, with the VIX coming down, the momentum will be to go up. All right, so that's the goal. We have more sectors here that are becoming more bullish. Okay, so more up here in the sectors. We still have a lot of sectors that are down, so we'll look for these, right, to get more buying in the sectors here. Again, still early, right? Much improved though. These were all red, right, a couple of weeks ago. So we got some blue here, so that's good. All right, but no, the only sector where we're still basic materials, right? But also healthcare, all right? I don't think we have a buy signal in that sector yet, but we're seeing good buying from the institutions in that sector, okay? All right, so the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow, and the IWM, the Russell, and the VIX, guys, is at 24. Look at that. All right. Came all the way from 60 to 24. That's a big deal. Okay. It keeps coming down. We do have a white candle here on the VIX on the weekly time frame. We'd like to see a red candle come in this week and that VIX gets below 20. So now the goal on the VIX is to get below 20. Okay, that's the goal on the VIX. Currently in the futures market, guys, the Dow is down 117, changing right now 121. All right. Nasdaq is down 85. All right. S&P is down. E-mini is down. So markets are down, not in a big way though. The dollar, guys, is up right now, holding a big support here. $100 is the major support. We have secondary support here at 97 right here. Held support trading on Friday at 99. Okay. All right. So not bad. Things are holding firm to go long. Sectors, I want to take a quick look at the sectors here. I want to take a look at healthcare, biotech, healthcare. I don't think anything is going on with biotech. Healthcare, we're seeing buying coming in healthcare. All right. The sector itself doesn't look great here, but stocks are coming through there in both Stock Boss and Bullmaster. Okay, so as we get buy-in into the market here, we'll pay closer attention to the sectors. Okay. All right, so on healthcare, we've recaptured support right here, previous support. We're right in here, so we'll look for buyers to come on in and do something like this here. All right, move back to that resistance right here. Okay, biotech is still off that support, long way off that support, so we'd like to see that recover here. Let's see, gold should be holding fine, a pullback in gold here. Silver just holding. Let's take a look at financials. Financials might get some buying. We're going to bring in, all right, bring in a V right here. All right. Nice recovery though, guys. Look at that. From the lows all the way, right? From the lows here, that's your correction we just had. And we're all the way back up here, okay? And support is right here, okay? And that's financials, the XXLF. Okay, we'll come to the Mag 7s in a minute. The VIX on the monthly time frame, guys. Look at that big pullback, right? We don't even have green candles anymore, right? For the month, that came all the way down. White candle, I mean, all the way down. 20 is right here. So we need that price action for the VIX to get below 20. It's currently at 24. Okay. Remember, lower that number. The lower that number is, right, at reduced volatility, and equities really like low volatility. Okay, so as this number comes down below 20, if we can get that in the teens, that would be great there. Okay, let's move this now, since we are no longer have that high volatility. We're no longer in crash territory. Okay, like 2008 here, and then 2000 COVID-20 right in here, right? So no longer in crash territory. We've already had that correction. Okay. Now anything can happen. We can certainly go back down. All right, but VIX looks good here, right? Anywhere, if we can get down, guys, anywhere in here, all right, that would be great. The bottom here is at 10. All right, so the bottom here is 10. All right, so traders that went long the VIX, boy, they're hurting right now, okay? All right. All right, Dow, guys, the Dow on the daily time frame, we are looking for a V-shaped recovery right now, unless things change, okay? So we've got our V here. We still don't have any white candles here on the Dow, but we are moving higher. We would like to see a recapture of that support line. Let's bring that in. We have two areas here. We'll bring it in right here. All right, this is where we got the previous buy signal. So if we can get above, all right, let's bring it here. All right, so if we can get above that green moving average here, get above that resistance line here, you'll have some resistance here. All right, still very early. We have all red candles, but we have a V here. That's our V forming. Not ready yet on the Dow, but the S&P, NASDAQ, and even the Russell looking much better. Okay, all right, so the Dow daily time frame here. All right, we need that price action to move higher. Certainly keep an eye on that this week. Dow on the weekly time frame, all red candles here. A lot has to happen to recapture that moving average. All right, so let's bring this. Notice how we are going, right? We're changing the theory right now, okay? So here is the low here. All right, so we could get a bounce here, guys. We could certainly get a bounce, all right? So here is your low here. Here is your trend line. Boom, boom, right? Get a white candle here. Start moving higher on the week, okay? Our goal is to just follow the price action, okay? That's it. That's our goal, to follow the price action, not try to predict, all right? Just follow those buyers, all right? So made a low here, went up. That was a V-shaped recovery. All right, made a low here and made a low here. All right, right along that trend line here, here, here. Here we are again. All right, here we are again. And we are back at the Dow 40,000, which is right here. Okay, big move, guys. This is a big move. On the monthly time frame, still holding. Look at that, right? Nice pullback of that support. The S&P, same thing. All right, so nice V here. That's the low. Okay, white candles are coming in right here. All right, our resistance, right, near-term resistance is right here. To get a buy signal, we look for buyers to come in right at that previous buy signal here. All right, probably get a buy signal somewhere in here. We'll get some green candles and then start testing the highs again. Okay, that's what we would like to see. Same here. No, that's a deep pullback compared to here, but it is right. We're no longer off the lows and we are moving higher. All right, so higher highs, higher lows. We just need more buy. We need buyers to come on in at this point. Okay, S&P weekly time frame here. Okay, same thing here. That's a little different chart. Okay, we were experimenting in with. All right, S&P on the monthly time frame, good buy. Look at that, guys. Big pullback on the monthly on the S&P. Made a low here. Look at that recovery. All right, that's a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. Almost recovered the moving average on the monthly. So great month. All right, April, great month for buyers. Okay, all right, big recovery here. All right, the NASDAQ, shorts got squeezed in a big way. The NASDAQ here, guys, same thing here. Here's your V, and we are moving higher. White candles here, just like we did here. White candles, green candles, white candles, green candles, white candles, green candles, white candles, green candles, and then we need buy signals here by our system. NASDAQ daily time frame looks good. Also, that buy signal will come in, right? If we can move higher, all right, similar to the buy signal right here on a break of that resistance. So we can bring that in here, okay? All right, so things are really shaping up nicely. And again, that VIX is coming down, okay? VIX is coming down. All right, so white candles, we need to get past this moving average here, not a big deal, okay? And then give a buy signal somewhere in here, all right? All right, weekly time frame on the NASDAQ, same thing here. Let's bring in our trend line now. On the NASDAQ, let's see what we've got here on the weekly here. If we have anything here. All right, not as clean as the other, but we'll take it, all right? We'll take it. Right about here, right? So here's your low, right? Bounce, right? And right here, guys, we all the way up here from that trend line here, okay? We might have a channel here. Let's see if we have a channel here, a big channel. All right, so we have a big channel here. Look at that. All right, beautiful channel here. So we'll see if we can make it up back to the top of that channel here, okay? All right, on the monthly time frame, again, all recovered here, almost recovered that trend line here on the NAS on the monthly time frame. Look at the low, big recovery there on that candle there, okay? The Russell on the daily time frame, same thing, guys. Look at the Russell, right? Small caps tend to really, after corrections, guys, the smaller stocks, smaller companies, they tend to do well after corrections. So we'll see, right? Pay closer attention to what's going on there. Russell on the daily time frame. Here is your V. All right, white candles here. Our buy signal should come in. Now I know with the Russell has very choppy price action here. Let's see where that buy signal. That buy signal should probably come in somewhere in here. Okay, if price moves higher. Okay, let's move this. Move this here. Okay. All right. Russell on the weekly time frame. All right. Just hold in here. Monthly time frame. All right. Good recovery here. Right. Captured that. Believe me, traders are watching these guys. Right. Recaptured. Look at that. Came all the way back. Closed right here. Recaptured that trend line on the Russell on the monthly time frame, and we call this out, right? I need to make sure we send this out. So we have a buy signal on Bitcoin. Just remember, guys, we have a new buy signal on Bitcoin on the daily time frame. That should help the other currency pairs. Okay, so big buy signal on Bitcoin on the daily time frame. The last time we got a buy signal, guys, on Bitcoin was last year, right? When we started that Christmas rally in October of last year. All right. So big buy signal right here. Let's do this. And that buy signal came in at, let's see here. All right. So buy signal here. And then we have a current buy signal here. And this is on the daily time frame. So these buy signals are fairly accurate. Hold on. They don't come in often on Bitcoin. All right. So next buy signal right here. Okay. And we're looking for not quite a V here. We're looking for a reaccumulation there. All right. So that buy signal came in at 93, guys. Okay. 93,000. And we're looking to test resistance here. 107, I think. 107. That's the big resistance right here. Okay, let's move this. There's too much going on here. Okay, all righty. Gold, a bit of a pullback in gold, but still holding here. All right, gold made a high of, what's that? All the way up here. Almost 3,500 and change, closed at 33. Not a major concern yet with gold. Okay, we could see a pullback as the market moves higher, though. We'll keep an eye on that. Silver just holding here, guys. Nothing going on with silver. We really need to break the resistance here to get silver going. Just a lot of consolidation. Very, very choppy trading with silver. Very different than gold. So a lot of consolidation in here. Look at this here and here. So be careful with silver. Crude oil, still holding between 60 and 80. Okay, so that's That's really, really good. All right. For gas prices, bonds. Let's take a look at bonds here. All right, bonds got a white candle here, so that's encouraging. We need to get with bonds. Okay, we need to get back to that resistance level here. Lots of consolidation in here, but the goal is to get all the way up here. All right, so at least it's off the lows. All right, off the lows. White, small white candle coming in there. Okay, the dollar again, right, really broke down below 100. We know that. Pound yen, keep an eye on pound yen, guys. We got some long positions going. Pound yen and in the yen pairs. We'll look for pound yen to move back to that resistance area up here. We do have some resistance right in the middle here. Okay, so right in here, we have some tough resistance. Here, support, right, through this area here, very, very difficult here, okay? But we'll need to get past to really see pound yen get moving like this here. We need to get past resistance up here, okay? All right, but buyers are coming in. Green candle here, you guys can see that. Pound yen on the daily time frame here, green candles here. So that's encouraging. Okay, the Mag 7s. Let's take a look at the Magnificent 7 stocks. Okay, so the Mag 7, guys, nice update. Okay, and you guys see what's going on with the indexes. That's why we go through those indexes. All right, they're really improving, and that's helping the Mag 7 stocks. Okay, so a big day update on the Mag 7. So Tesla, we'll start with Tesla, guys. Tesla got a green candle there. Look at that. All right. So big green candle on the daily time frame here on Tesla. And look at the size of that candle. All right. Big candle came in on Friday. Tesla is trading at 283. All right. I'm sure you can find some opportunities on the smaller time frame. Let's take a look at the 60-minute time frame. Buy signal here. Moving up nicely. Breaking resistance here. Even on the 30-minute time frame, let's take a look. I haven't looked at it yet. 30-minute time frame, look at that, right? It's absolutely breaking out, but nice big candle here on the daily time frame. Okay, so that buy signal should come in. See, that previous buy signal was right here, guys. So that buy signal should come in anywhere in here on Tesla on the daily time frame. All right, remember, on the daily time frame. The Mag 7s, right? We use the Mag 7 index now to track the complete group of Magnificent 7 stocks. Same thing going on here, guys, right? If we get an up week this week, all right, or even an up few days, Monday, Tuesday, let's say, okay, we could see green candles coming in here. And again, here is where we had no accident, right? Here is where we had the previous buy signal. Right here, we could get a buy signal somewhere in here and start targeting that resistance up here. So really, really good price action, okay? All right, Tesla, we looked at Tesla. NVIDIA, same thing, guys. We got to get, right, with NVIDIA, we've got to get past this resistance here, right about here. I'm thinking that resistance, though, boy, we have a lot of consolidation. We could get a high buy signal. So we're going to move this up here. Okay, so we might get a buy signal all the way up here because of this, all of this consolidation in here. Okay, the previous buy signal came in right in here. So we could get a buy signal right about in here. Okay, but it's off the lows, right, off support, and we are moving higher. NVIDIA has some more work to do, but at least it's off the bottom there. Meta, guys, same thing here, has some work to do. Okay, we can get a buy signal. I'm going to move this up here. All right, so we can get recapture that moving average here. All right, green candles. Here was the previous buy signal. So anywhere up in this area here, if we can make it up with Meta, Facebook, we can get a buy signal. There, Google, let's take a look here. All right, good price action off that support level. Off that support level here. Here was our previous buy signal, guys. They tend to go buy right back. All right, to where previous buyers got in. Okay, so previous buy signal was here. Look at that price action here. right? That buy signal will come in somewhere in this area right here. All right, Amazon. So you guys see what's happening. They're getting off those lows there. White candles here. All right. Again, buy signal was right here. If we can get past here, right? No guarantee. Get some green candles. We look to get a buy signal. Okay, on Amazon. Microsoft, we do have a green candle. Look at that, right? Green candle here on Microsoft, right? Just kind of poking itself out of there here. Resistance is right here, right? Right, these lines here, that's your resistance, right? We need to break through, mark down, accumulation, break through that resistance, mark up, and then we'll get back in our support and resistance box here. Start testing that resistance. Good price action on Microsoft. And then Apple, same thing here, guys. We just need some green candles here. Buy signal on Microsoft could probably come in somewhere in this area here. And again, it's off its low. So great job on the Magnificent Seven stocks. Big improvement in the markets, guys. Big improvement. Okay, let's take a look at current positions. Current positions, we're doing good on time. Current positions in Monster Scalper. Let's take a look. We don't have a lot of, we've kind of pulled back on positions on the 60-minute time frame. All right, it's been very choppy, so be careful trading the 60-minute time frame. A lot of consolidation. Let's see if it that hasn't changed. Okay, so when we take a look at Monster Scalper, I'll show you guys what we're looking at, but that hasn't changed. Okay, so still a lot of consolidation. You might find opportunities here and there, but just be careful. Okay, so no longs in Monster Scalper. We do have some longs on the 240-minute time frame. Okay, so pound Swiss on the 240. All right, good markdown phase. Buy signal here on a break of this resistance. All green candles here. Nothing to do. So we'll continue to hold that trade. Pound Swiss, pound SGD. All right, so pound SGD. All right, buy signal here, all green candles, pull back here, but still holding. All right, we need to get past resistance here. Let's bring that resistance up right here, okay? So pound SGD. New Zealand CAD, guys. New Zealand CAD, buy signal here. White candle here, holding for now. We do have a lot of resistance here. Here's your buy signal here. Keep an eye on this one, all right? So you might want to take some profit. Support is right here. So we could get sellers to come on down like here, guys. So lots of resistance right here. All right, so just be aware of that. All right, we'll leave it for now. New Zealand CAD. And then New Zealand dollar. All right, New Zealand dollar. Buy signal here. Red candle coming in here. It's going back and forth here. All right, so New Zealand dollar. Buy signal here. Great trade. See that here? It's going back and forth. Red candle. See here? Red candle here. Going back and forth. Support is right here. All right, if you want to close it, see it's white now, so it's going back and forth. So you want to wait for that candle to close. If it closes white, guess what? You hold it. If it closes red, you can go ahead and close the trade. Okay, a good example here on how we exit. New Zealand dollar holding there. Aussie Swiss. All right, buy signal here, holding. We need to break through that resistance here. Good markdown phase, right? And let's move higher there. Dollar yen pairs. Okay, yen pairs. Let's go through those. So good markdown phase. As the equity markets move higher, we could see the yen pairs move higher. Okay, so dollar yen. Okay, so markdown, accumulation, buy signal, breaking resistance in the markup phase, dollar yen. HKD JPY, same thing here. I want to bring in the trend lines for all of these. So markdown phase, markup, and then your buy signal All right, buy signal here, markdown, accumulation, buy signal, all green candles, we're moving higher. All right, so HKD, JPY, SGD, JPY. All right, buy signal here, we are moving higher. Choppy in here, be aware of that, okay? We need that markdown phase to be as smooth as possible, okay? All right, that's a bit choppy in here. Pound yen, we're looking for a move in pound yen, okay? Markdown phase, all right, accumulation, buy signal here, broke resistance, we are moving higher there. CAD yen, choppy here, buy signal here. All right, let's see here. Let's make sense of this. So we have good support down here. Difficult trading here though. Resistance is up here. Not a very good trade here. Okay, guys, so just be aware of that. So support down here. Here is resistance, so a range trade. All right. So support, buy signal. We'll look to move higher, break to that resistance there. Okay, be careful with CAD yen. Euro yen. All right, another difficult trade, but we're hoping that these yen pairs just break out and just break through these consolidations. Okay, so buy signal here. We are breaking out here, and we need to break through a lot of nonsense in here. Okay, so we need to break through here. That's the goal. Okay, that's the hope on euro yen. Okay, certainly would not be your first trade. ZAR yen. All right, good markdown phase here. Buy signal, much improved, much better price chart there. So your markdown, accumulation, broke resistance here, and markup. All right, so here is your resistance right here. Buy signal by your system. All right, and we're breaking out nicely here. Nice break there. Okay, that's ZAR yen. New Zealand yen. All right, same thing here. All right, bring in your lines. Don't be lazy like me. All right, buy signal here, moving up nicely here. Here is your markdown, markup, buy signal here. It keeps moving higher. Let's go ahead and bring this in. All right. I know we have new traders coming in all the time, guys. Right? I know this might seem advanced, but you know, you want to go through this. This is how we learn, right? All right. So New Zealand yen and then Aussie yen. All right, Aussie yen, buy signal here, right? Moving higher, markdown, accumulation, high accumulation. We're moving higher there. Okay. All right. There's on the 240. We do have one short on the 240 there in Monster Scalper. Let's take a quick look. Short on the 240 here. Swiss yen, still short here. Green candles, buy to cover. Let's close that trade there. All right, we left that in there, but yen pairs are moving higher. Okay. All right. Stock Boss. Let's take a look. We are seeing more stocks come in Stock Boss and Bullmaster. So the institutions are coming in slowly. All right. AMLX. That's healthcare, guys. We are watching healthcare stocks. Okay. All right. We're seeing movement in those stocks. All right. So a break of resistance here. So support, resistance, buy signal here, moving up nicely there. AMLX, FATE, Fate. All right, good markdown phase. Buy signal here, holding for now. We need a breakout this week. Okay, PLX, reaccumulation trade on the break of this resistance right here. Reaccumulation, previous trade did really well. Bought here, sold here. And we're looking for another move higher, PLX. And then the last one here in Stock Boss, SVRA, good markdown phase here, accumulation buy signal, right? We're moving higher here. Bull master. So remember, stock boss, stocks that are under $10, right? Small cap stocks that go along with your IWM, the Russell. These are large cap stocks in bull master, all right? So your NASDAQ, S&P stocks, all right? AEM, buy signal here, right? These are basic material, and we're building some healthcare here, okay? So AEM, we should see a pullback, though, with these basic materials, metal stocks, as gold retraces a bit, okay? AU, right? A bit of a pullback. Keep an eye on that, okay? On basic material. GFI, guys, buy signal is here, gap down, and it's right there. Keep an eye on that. We need a bounce, okay, off that trend line. Get back above that resistance line. But based on the price action here, that might be broken. All right, we'll leave it for now, but that trade might be over there, okay? GFI. All right, KGC, that's holding there. NEM, right, that's holding. RGLD, that's holding. Again, that's basic materials, right, metals. WPM, that's holding. And then healthcare, all right? So ADMA, that's holding. ANAB, that's holding. Bring in your lines. It looks so much better with your lines, your trend lines. SLNO, holding there. SMMT, I have, look at that, guys. Big pullback, big candle here. All right, let's close this, okay? That's totally done. If you guys look here, look at the previous, right? So there, that's a pump and dump, okay? So they ran it up here, then dumped it all the way back down. Same thing here, ran it up here, dumped it. We don't see a lot of trades like this in bull master, but that trade is done. So buy signal here, sell signal right about here. So definitely need to get rid of that. SMMT, okay? And TM, you'll find that with healthcare too, guys. Some of these biotech stocks, okay, they have crazy moves, okay, these biotech stocks, okay? So a lot of volatility sometimes with these biotech stocks. So TMDX, buy signal here, we are breaking resistance, good markdown phase, gapped up here, moving higher here, right? This stock might fill in that gap right in here pretty quickly, okay? And that's healthcare, okay? Our Monster US 30 traders, we don't have a buy signal. Let's take a look here. All right, no buy signal on, we haven't had a great trade on the US 30 in probably a few weeks now. All right, so hopefully on Friday when we get non-farm payrolls, hopefully that will change, okay? So we're getting some consolidation in here. Look at the consolidation in here, guys. Lots of consolidation. All right, so all month right here so far, lots of consolidation in here. Even on the smaller time frame, we tried a couple of trades last week. All right, we tried one trade, a short that totally changed. And just be careful, all right, with the US 30, we have a lot of resistance here. The good news is that we're trading right along that trend line. All right, we look for a breakout. The market is improving, so we'll look for a breakout, get past that resistance right here, and we could see it move higher. But right now, right, lots of consolidation here on the daily. All right, even on the 5-minute time frame, when we saw it last week, even on the 5-minute was a lot of consolidation, all right, during the time we did our live trading there. So just be aware of that. The NAS 100 is doing much better. We didn't call this buy signal here, okay, but on the 60-minute, but NAS 100 doing much better there. So you might want to pay attention to the NAS for now rather than the US 30 until it breaks out, okay? A buy signal on the 60-minute on the US 30 will come in somewhere up in this area right here, okay? Just like the previous buy signal right here. Okay, so somewhere in here. All righty. Let's see here. Stock boss, I just want to show you guys. Now, we're not going to look for some opportunities in Stock Boss and Bull Master, but I want to show you guys we have a lot of stocks coming in. Okay, so I'm going to run Stock Boss, but over 21,000 stocks. We have 81 stocks, guys. Okay, hey, Solomon, welcome. Oh, all right, let's move it. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys should see it. You should see Stock Boss. You don't see Stock Boss here? Let me know if you guys see Stock Boss or not. You should see Stock Boss. Okay, let me know. You should see it. All right. So just put yes or no for me. Stock Boss, Heat Seeker right here. We have 80. Let me run it again. 81, guys. That's a lot. All right. And so we have a few basic material here, but the trade, guys, healthcare. Look at this. Healthcare has totally taken over Heat Seeker, right? All of these here, that's healthcare stocks. Okay, we good now? Okay, all right, thanks. All right, all these healthcare stocks, guys. Okay, so I'll look through those. Oh, tech is coming in too. All right, tech is coming in too here. So healthcare, tech, 81 in Stock Boss. Okay, that is good news, guys. That is good news for stocks. And these are small caps, okay, under $10. And then Bull Master, let's run Bull Master. 97, woo, yes, 97 Bull Master. All right, let's take a look here. So basic material, one basic material. So they rotating out, guys. Basic material a little bit. Healthcare, not as many healthcare in Bull Master. We have a few here. So large cap stocks, they haven't this. Okay, wait. Okay, so tech, they're buying tech. Okay, so just make a note. Okay, so small Stock Boss, right? Healthcare mainly in Stock Boss, and then Bull Master, right? You still have to take a look at the individual trades, but that's the sector that they're buying. Bull Master, they're buying tech right now, technology stocks. Okay. All right. I want to take a quick look. We have 15 minutes here. I just want to see the price action there. Wow, look at that. Okay. That's a good buy signal there. Good buy signal there. Buy signal there. All righty. Look at that. Good buy signal there. Good buy signal there. So they're definitely. And who was it? Jocelyn. I think Jocelyn, yeah, she said she found some trades in Bull Master. All right, good for her. Good job, Jocelyn. Good job. All right, so definitely buying. We might on Tuesday, we might spend some time going through these stocks on Tuesday, okay? Don't have time to do it this evening. So Bull Master looks good. So our Bull Master traders and our Stock Boss traders, you guys want to be on high alert, okay? No confirmed buy signal yet, okay? But remember, VIX has come down, right? The indexes are improving, all right? Sectors are improving a bit. Not totally out of that, correction yet. Okay, but things are improving. Okay, and we want to spot it, right? We want to spot it, get in before everyone else drives the price up. Okay, so that's the goal. Stock Boss, like I said, 80. We had 81 in Stock Boss. Guys, when was the last time we had 81 in Stock Boss? Right? I think that was the last time we had 81 in Stock Boss was the Christmas rally. That was it. All right, last year. Okay, so that's quite a bit. And again, healthcare. All right, lots and lots of opportunities, healthcare stocks right here. Okay, healthcare stocks. Monster Scalper. All right, Monster Scalper. On the 60-minute time frame, guys, look here. Look at all of that consolidation here on the 60-minute time frame. I'm not saying you guys can't trade it. We're gonna stop taking sending out alerts for right now, unless something really, you know, a good setup pops up. Okay, but a lot of consolidation. So just be careful on the 60-minute time frame. You might find some opportunities here to go long, right? Long on the yen pairs. All right, but just be careful. We'll call a couple here. So ZAR yen, ZAR. Well, no buyers on the daily here. Let's find one with a. We want to be very careful with that 60-minute time frame, guys. Dollar yen looks good. No buying on that on the daily. No buying on the daily there. Swiss yen, not bad. Very choppy there. Okay, so we're gonna hold off. Excuse me. We're gonna hold off on the 60-minute time frame. On the 240, let's see here. I don't think we have. Let's see. We are loaded up already on the 240. Aussie Swiss, we've called that one already. Aussie CAD, no. New Zealand dollar, we called that already. New Zealand Swiss, nope, nothing there. New Zealand CAD, we've called that already. Keep an eye on New Zealand CAD. ZAR yen, we've called that. We're in that one. Dollar yen, we're in that one. TRY, we didn't call that. Nothing there. SGD JPY, we've called that. These yen pairs are looking good on the 240. New Zealand yen, we're in that one. HKD Hong Kong, yeah, we're in that one. Pound yen, we call pound yen. Euro yen, we've called euro yen there. Okay. Nothing there. CAD yen, we call CAD yen. Be careful, lots of consolidation with CAD yen. Aussie yen, we call that one there. And I don't think we're missing anything in the dollar. Euro short, I would be careful shorting the euro. Really too early. Really too early to short those, okay? Just to make sure we're not missing anything here. Pound. So it looks like, guys, the best trade right now, long the yen pairs, okay? Long the yen pairs, okay? On the 240, okay? Not on the 60. You might find some opportunities, but just be careful there, okay? We've got some time. So what I would like to do, let's take a look at, I want to run through Stock Boss. Let's take a look at these healthcare stocks, okay? All right, and we'll do that till we close for the evening there. All right, so DNA, we're going to look what we're looking for, guys. We are looking for buyers on the weekly. We've moved Stock Boss. Now things are moving again, right? We can get excited, right? Not too excited, but right? Things are improving, but we don't have buy signals on these indexes yet. Okay, but things are improving. We need buyers on the weekly and buy signal here on the daily. But at a minimum, we need white candles on the weekly time frame. Here, we've moved Stock Boss from the 60-minute to the daily since things are moving again here. Okay, and healthcare, we're looking at healthcare sector. Okay, let's go through these. Oh, look at that. Good trade there. That's gone there. Good trade. All right, good trade there. That's gone. Talk. We've traded talk before. Big candle here on the weekly. Looks like it might break some resistance level there. That's reaccumulation here. I think we can find a better trade than this. It held support right here. This area here, that's concerning though. See here, lots of resistance here. Let's pass, especially with the market not quite ready yet. No buyers on the weekly. Choppy here. This is a good setup here. STIM. All we need is a buy signal. Very, very strong stock, guys. With all of that correction, right, in the market, look at it held. And look at the previous buy signal. Buy signal came in here from $1.21, closed here at 404. What a nice risk reward trade here. Look at the weekly time frame. Look at that there, guys. Right, buyers are coming here. This is one to put on your radar there for a buy signal in stock box. Okay. VSTM, I think we've traded this before, right? Buy signal here on the break of resistance here. A lot of resistance in here. Okay, and not quite breaking out yet. I was hoping we'd see better price action. AMLX, AM, we're in that one already. I thought that looked familiar there. Nothing here. No buy signal there. All right. Let's see here. Boy, that's so choppy there. All right, we're gonna pass on these. These don't have to be perfect, but they need to be good setups because, all right, although the market is improving, PLX, we're in that already. You know, sellers can certainly come back in. PDUP, good trade going here. We didn't call that one. Good trade there. That's gone though. Oh, these are services, I'm sorry. TDUP, that's communication services. All right, so no, I'm surprised. Let's take a look at Bullmaster here, healthcare here. All right, we still got time. Bullmaster, PEN, in Bullmaster. And that's healthcare, right? Good buyers here on the weekly, breaking resistance here. Keep an eye, purple support and resistance. That's a concern. Choppy in here, all right? But we'll call it not a great trade, but we'll call it. All right, RYTM in a Bullmaster. Okay, we're breaking resistance right here. Good buyers are on the weekly there. Healthcare. Same GH looks similar, all right, in Bullmaster, all right. Breaking resistance here, getting past all of that consolidation. Look at the buyers on the weekly there. You see that, guys? Healthcare. Let's see here. EHC in Bullmaster here. Look at the buying on the weekly. All right, look at that, guys. All right, broke reaccumulation here. Big candle came in last week. All right, could get a bit of a pullback though, but gapped up, got past resistance here. All right, that's a very strong stock there. All right, but it could pull back a bit. EH, EH, EHC and WGS. WGS in Bull Master. Okay, we're breaking through resistance here. So that's reaccumulation here, right? All right, we're breaking through that resistance. Look at your trend line. Look at the buyers on the weekly. Look at that, guys. All right, that buy signal on the weekly came in last year at $7 and change, trading at 111. All right, very strong stock here, and really held through the correction. All right, and good markup phase. We're breaking resistance, clean buy signal. Look at that right here, right? WGS. If you don't have Bull Master, guys, do not take these trades, okay, please. All right. Use it for educational purposes only. All right. We're in this one with Bull Master already. That's healthcare, and we have a 1 minute here. I want to go. I'm interested. I want to see tech. All right. All right. We're gonna call MRCY in Bull Master. Okay, that is tech. Ooh. MSTR, Bull Master Tech. Good buying on the weekly there. Buy signal on the daily. And I think we said 90, we had 90, 97 or so. That gapped up there. CRWD in Bull Master. I think that's a Bull Master Pro stock. I've seen it in there. All right, that's breaking out there with a nice buy signal. PLTR, Pelentar, PLTR. Look at that in Bull Master. Look at the buyers here on the weekly. So tech, guys, they're getting into tech. All right, PLTR. We're almost done. All right, RBLX in Bull Master. All right. Right. Buy signal here, broke resistance. Buyers are on the weekly there. Good price action there. All right, GRND. Are we in that one? We're going to add this one here. It's moved a bit, guys, but it's still fairly near. It's the buy signal. Good buyers on the weekly. Look at this. Good trend. Good buying there on the weekly. Look at that. Buy signal came in at around 1918, trend at 21. So not bad. Still near its buy signal there. GRND in Bull Master there. All right, DRS looks to break out. Lots of buying on that weekly, guys. Choppy on the daily. Why is it so choppy on the daily? I mean, look at the weekly. Why is it so choppy on the daily? I guess it's because of this here. But good weekly looks good. And it is getting ready to break out. Looks like it wants to break out of this zone here. All right, we're going to call it DRS Bull Master. Okay, so we got resistance here. The weekly looks really good. All right, so resistance here, buy signal here, and it is breaking out. You guys can see that here, okay? So if we can get past this area here, support is down here, get out of this box, we might see it run. All right, we're good on time here. A good trade going there. All right, that's it. That's all we've got here. All right, so we've got some Bull Master trades. That's the only system this evening. All right, so things are improving. So our stock boss traders, Bull Master traders, get ready. Monster scalper traders, our monster scalper traders, keep an eye on yen. Yen pairs long. The yen pairs, you guys know this by now, right? The yen pairs will follow equity. So as equities move higher, yen pairs will move higher too. Okay, so that's the trade in on the 240. Okay, 240. Those of you our monster scalper traders, you know what you're doing. You know you can play with the different time frames, obviously, right? You can 30-minute move those around. Okay, but just be aware that 60-minute time frame, lots of consolidation on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, markets are improving. If we have a big up day, up week this week, we could start seeing buyers come in pretty aggressively. Get that VIX below 24. Below 20, which will be ideal. Okay, get it in the low teens, and we could see where we have a nice V-shaped rally. Don't know how long it would last though, right? So sellers, just be aware, sellers could come back in anytime. All right, a lot of concerns out there. All right, guys, thanks for coming, and I'll see everyone on when is it? Tuesday. Okay, take care, and make sure you guys, if you need to reach me, right, make sure you do that in the school community. Okay, so join the school.